Father, Mother, hello. I hope things are to your satisfaction. You are likely doing just fine without me around, but Raisha says I should write. Raisha is the char on board, and they are a Ketra, like me. They are nice. Do not expect grandchildren from this compliment. I am well, largely unharmed since that day in the storm. They find me useful. I do my best to quell my temper until it is necessary to not. Raisha has taken on to helping me tame the storm. Our captain is rough and unfair at times, but for the most part things stay civil. I do worry about their recent obsession, but I am sure things will turn out fine. Should it not? Well, I have learned a lot of what I am capable of. I will not be shy about imparting this knowledge onto others. Your child, Izuesco.
Dear Vesh, I know that you're doing well and everything's fine, but I really miss hearing your voice. We're heading out for a raid soon, and already I can hear the whispers of your words in my ears. Don't look smug about that, troublemaker. I don't know if your way is the better way, but it does seem to be a different way. When you get back, tell me about it, okay? Love, Shale.
Clutch mate Selnari. These words scratch like dry leaves, but we write them out anyway. The waves of green still do not hold us, but here in the creaking wood of this ship, something old and glowing crawls, and it hums like home inside our chest. We do not name it, but it sees us, soft and strange, like webs that do not break in the wind. Our legs still shake on these planks, not made for us, but we stay. We follow it, even if the rest of us stays lost. Drone Skell.
Shale, I hope this message sees you soon. There aren't many word-bearers in this area that want to make the journey to Hearthstone. Oh, how I wish you could be here with me. But I know, your training comes first. The crew I picked up at Port Basker left me as soon as we arrived at the next spit. I think everyone can tell I'm as green as the trees. I might have found a new crew, but well, who knows how long they'll stay. Kick Terran extra hard for me next time you're sparring, and write me back soon. Your friend, Vesh.
Clutch mate Skell, we are pleased to hear your correspondence. It satisfies us greatly, as well as your continued survival and exploration on these rolling waves. Here on this island, the days are long and the years are short. We have finally found the warm embrace that we have often heard of, but chased so long. Home. We hope one day that you and yours find it as well. Tell us of these people and this ship. Tell us of your travels. Tell us when you find home again. Drone Samari.
Dearest Mother, we set out for our journey today and I'm nervous. You would think after going on my own pilgrimage I'd be ready to go back into the vast sea. But there's part of me that fears it. Atlas is brave and daring, someone I trust with my whole being. But I worry his ambitions will take us to places even he can't handle. It's reckless enough to go out for a second expedition, but the Council relies heavily on him, as we both know. All our lives we've been this way, it seems. He rushes into danger, and there I am, always ready to patch him up. But I suppose he's always done the same for me. There's never been a fight, physical or otherwise, that he's not come running to defend me for. It's only right I see this journey through by his side. Look at me lamenting like I'll never come home. Please tend to the gardens while I'm gone. I'd hate to return to a dead garden after such an arduous journey. Give my love to Father, and please take care of yourself while I'm away. All my love, Visha.
Dear Vesh, if reports are to be believed, and I hope they are, you've been quite the troublemaker since you set out. Where do I even start? You collapsed a spit into the sink, and then either adopted or displaced the entire population. Details seem to be a little scarce on that part. But it's even harder to believe that what people are saying you did afterwards. Did you and your crew really subjugate the concourse? That's been on the danger list for years. Even veteran raiders wouldn't try them. How did you do it? Set the record straight for us, but also let me know. What have you seen out there? Where are you going next? Are you still searching for the truth out there? Your friend, Shale.
having a wonderful week. We're back with another Breath Between Branches, our Wildsea story. Things are going to heat up this week, and it's going to be great. I hope you're all having a wonderful week wherever you are. Some announcements before we get started. If you are new to our community, discord.gg/magirpg is where we talk about lots of things, like Jubilee being the next Marvel Rivals support, or new games that are on the way and the systems that we like. Like, we can have, a friend of the show link the exact same video that I did 3 weeks ago out an awesome game called Stone Top that I want to read and get into. So anyway, that is where we're at. If you want to talk to us about all the things, the games we're playing, nerd culture, etc. If you have no idea what's going on and you just stumbled upon this stream and are like, what is this? youtube.com/magirpg is where all of our games are for Vampire the Masquerade, D&D, Forge in the Dark, and adjacent games, Triangle Agency, etc., etc., etc. We play a lot of different games here. And you can catch up on this game in a nice little playlist that has everything from episode 1 to episode 15 last week, where you all endured a lot of hardship, but also had a lot of really good heart-to-heart conversations. And if you are not in the community, you missed that we announced our new show coming in 2 weeks called Minutes to Midnight, which is a Blade 68 game that I ran. It's actually done now and recorded. I just need to edit everything. The first 3 episodes are in the can. The others I'm working on now. But it is a Blade 68 game that has the energy of a neo-noir spy thriller mixed with Four Brothers. I guess that's a very niche reference if you never caught that movie, but that's kind of the vibes. This brotherly hit squad, and that stars 3 of the people that you see in front of you who were awesome in that game, plus Andrew Williams, who occasionally is on the channel. So if you like Blades in the Dark, Blade 68 is one of my favorite systems I've ever played. Now that I finished with it, I think it does a really good job of improving the Blades in the Dark formula. Just having modern technology like phones and communication devices, I think, does a lot for it. And the kind of like swinging 60s aesthetic of the game really helps too. So again, that is going to be July 20th. It's going to be on our YouTube. TBD on if I'm going to broadcast every episode on Twitch or not. I've got some tech stuff to figure out for that and timing stuff. But it will be a YouTube live premiere every week so everyone can watch and chat together if they want to watch it. So that is the last thing. The vibes were rancid in the studio, but they got better when we just started yapping. How y'all doing?
Not the rancid vibes.
The rancid vibes. What are you talking about?
At
Dude,
first we
the
had
weather.
rancid vibes, but now the weather messed it up.
The weather and
then-
tech.
Yeah,
The
but
weather and tech.
yeah,
Those
we had
rancid
tech.
vibes.
I had to restart computer, but key lights are good, and now Wavelink is cooperating. So let's
We
get to
banished
some
the
credits
rancid
from.
vibes.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
bad vibes are gone. The good vibes are here to stay
And roll.
and roll.
You got me so bad, you make it all slow down, not getting closer, you're killing me. You got us over, I'm waking alone now, not getting closer. I knew that it was seconds from you losing me, but I just couldn't give it up. And all the time you said you wanted me, when you know we don't get along like we used to. Went along with everything you said and done for me. You'll never love me now, but you'll never know. You got me so bad, you make it all slow down, not getting closer, you're killing me. You got us over, I'm waking alone now, not getting closure, you're feeling me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love, don't call me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love so blindly.
good, heartfelt moments. I think my favorite thing last week was Vesh being tempted by Visha to open this envelope that he has sworn his entire life, maybe not entire life, but a large part of his life to keep safe and secret. But there was a lot of heartfelt conversations. You also navigated a pretty brutal hazard where this awful fungal bloom swept over you and Olive Harbor. But you managed it, and we kind of left off with Izuesco promising to train a slightly different variety of Tempest at the end. But you all, in your various ways, have been sowing the seeds of revolution within Harbor, preparing to fight the Garls, figuring out how you're going to take on your enemies abroad. And you know, I always start with a nice character question to get into the vibes. So I'm going to start with Izuesco on this one, just because I have a feeling you've thought about this. But Sparrow, what does Izuesco do when they're getting ready for a big fight or exhilarating experience?
I don't think they think that much about a big fight. I think until recently, they kind of just brute forced it. I think it was very like just throw a hammer at the nail over and over until the job is done. But I think now they're taking a little bit more of a calculated approach to it. Because I think beforehand they kind of didn't feel like they knew what they were doing. They've been cut off from who was helping them on the Onyx Star, so they were just doing their best and hoping that it all worked out in the end. So, I mean, if it was like, if Vesh was like, oh, we're getting attacked, everyone get ready, she would kind of just run towards wherever she thought she could be the most helpful and just start shooting. Like it wasn't, she would just, but now I think, yeah, it was more instinctual than anything. Whereas now I think if that scenario were to happen, she would look for like the closest threat and she would, you know, start with like an intimidation display.
Okay. What about for you, Vesh? What do you do when you're getting ready or when you hear the war horns, see sails on the horizon?
He worries. That's what he does. But he sets a firm expression, a stern look, and white knuckles the the side of the ship as he watches them approach.
And for Visha?
I think Visha has never been a fighter. So up before a fight, for instance, would be packing a little medical bag. That should probably keep the little medical bag around her hip. And I think as far as the spirit route goes nowadays, honestly, it was probably back then too. It's probably a little to have a throwback to last episode. She probably gives a little tap to that carved post, like a little, you know, a little good luck thing as well.
That was a great touch.
Yeah.
And Skell.
He goes down to the cargo hold where he stays, and there's a little cultivation area, and he starts picking these like bulbous, they look kind of like green like eggplants, as you can see on his art, and he starts attaching them to his belt, as that is his ammo, to make sure he's fully stocked. But yeah, he makes his way up to the deck with cannon in his two arms and his old revolver in his other one, ready for a fight just in case.
That makes sense. And it is with that all that, as you all have been sowing the seeds of revolution and getting ready for what comes next, Vesh, you remember that you have, I don't want to say an appointment with the girls, but it is time for them to remove this collar, which you now know is a transponder, from your neck. And you see 6 girls approaching the ship in lines of 2 each, holding, as they usually do, various weapons. And I take it, no coincidence that I asked this question, you all do the things that you were just talking about and prepare.
I think the only difference is for Izuesco is that it is not an overt display of intimidation, but she's very proud and tall on the ship.
Okay. The girls come. They get to the ship. Hello, meatbags.
Vesh will have positioned himself front and center to meet them. Hello, girls.
Greeting.
I assume you're here to... And he taps the ring around his neck. Take care of this.
Yes, we have come to remove your tracking device.
And you'll leave us alone from here on out, then?
Deception. Yes, we will leave you alone from now on.
Really?
Yes.
You sure about that? So what are you planning on doing right after this?
Right after this, we put the collar back in the charging station and report to superiors for further instructions.
Izuesco leans slightly forward into your periphery, Vesh, when they say report to their superiors for further instructions. She doesn't say anything, and her head doesn't, like, it still tilts forward, but she kind of just is like making sure you notice her.
Vesh gives you a look that he hopes conveys we're on the same page here.
You see the girl that was speaking to you go to the girl next to them, and they reach into that girl's jacket and pull out a punch card, take out one, insert the other punch card in, and then that girl has a screwdriver on their arm that starts spinning up like super fast, essentially like an electric screwdriver, and goes over and points it towards your neck. Hold still, meatbag. And then it like stops and then torques again, and it's like zing, zing, zing.
Out of curiosity, if you were going to mess with us further, if you were going to do something, what sort of stunts are you likely to attempt?
Observation. In previous instances of revolutionary ideas and forces, we meet with extreme violence.
What would trigger the violence? Like, why haven't you attacked us now? What are you waiting for?
Exposition. We do not have the requisite permissions and instructions from superiors. Hostiles must be secured before awaiting further instructions.
He's gonna look to the crew. If anybody wants to chime in here, he's giving you a very clear indicator of whether you want to talk to me or to them. All right. Well,
Inquiry. Are you, Ardent, and your crew espousing seditious and revolutionary words within the great island of Harbor?
Vesh is going to stand up very straight and regal, and he's going to say, "Truth, I am harboring no deception against you or your other girls."
Do you have veils, Vesh?
No.
You do have sway, though. So definitely
I was
go
hoping
ahead.
they'd be stupid enough just to take the whole truth thing, you know? You
It's
said
going to
I have
add
sway.
impact
I do
because
have
I think
sway.
it's hilarious.
So I do have sway. I have 2 in sway,
Yeah.
and then
You can roll
Grace.
tides if you would like, I would say.
okay. Thank you.
I'll be generous.
A 6 and 2 1s.
They respond back, "Deception. Oh, we believe you." And to demonstrate this, and you see they like gesture, and you see a girl in the back is holding a small cupcake with a candle on it. It's not lit probably because fire, but it like very like stiffly waddles forward and holds it out to you very mechanically.
There's music right now with the cupcake.
Frank, do I detect any Krezerin in this cupcake?
I'm just gonna fast forward and not make you roll for it. No, you do not detect any Krezerin in this cupcake.
Okay, because I was like, if there was, I was gonna like have her just eat it and just like, just total, just like fuck with me.
Just house it.
Take that with your fucking poison cupcake, you bitch.
Shit.
Fine, I do nothing.
You don't have to do nothing. It's a free country.
What is this for? You're giving treats out now?
Yes, for your compliance.
All right. Okay.
Vesh, this does not
Fantastic.
look tasty.
No, he's not gonna eat it. He'll take it though.
Splendid. Shall we remove the transponder tracking necklace, meatbag?
Go ahead. By the way, who was your superior that you're potentially reporting to? He as he leans over to get his collar removed.
You see the one like start it and it like inserts and you like kind of like feel it click into a screw or locking mechanism and begins unscrewing it. And they say, "Evasion. Why would you need to know our superiors, meatbag?"
Just making conversation. You mentioned them before. That's what you'd be doing.
You see it. Take out a punch guard, put in another punch guard into its neck, and put the other one, and then... Our superior commander is Trav of the Onyx Star. They will decide what to do with you, meatbags.
Hey, didn't one of us receive punch cards?
You did
Recently?
receive
You did.
punch cards.
You did.
I did, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I have an idea, but maybe it's a, terrible idea.
Well, we love terrible ideas on this channel.
We do it.
What's your terrible idea?
I feel like it's very likely to be terrible.
Hasn't
He's
stopped
gonna
you before.
say, so he said, who on the Onyx Star again? Trav?
Trav.
Oh, that's interesting. I have orders from Trav myself here for you. I was meant to give these to you. He's gonna pull the punch card.
Definitely gonna need a roll for that, friend. I love it.
Let's go.
Definitely gonna need sway. I will again allow tides. It pushes tides, but this is gonna be lesser impact. Actually, no, I'm gonna say you need to cut one, actually. This is so difficult.
Oh, I already rolled. Should I roll again? I'll roll again.
Well, cut one is just remove the highest, so you don't need to roll again.
Okay,
But
a
it's
5
a
then.
conflict. Wow, okay. What orders?
Well, they would be on this, perhaps. He hands the.
Just
The
gonna
punch
hand him
card.
one of the punch cards at random.
Yeah. Just gonna see what it does.
Oh man, this is gonna be great. All right, I need
Fuck it,
to-
we ball.
This might be like turn on attack mode, right? Like that could be.
Might be.
Only one way to find out.
That's what I'm thinking.
Actually, hang on. I need to do something really quick. Okay, because I know what these are. I need to see which one you're pulling. I'm gonna assign them numbers so I can roll for this.
It's like a gotcha game. We're gonna see which one you pull.
It's the world's most dangerous gotcha game.
Literally.
Violently dangerous, not financially dangerous.
Okay. Okay. You hand him the punch card. He looks, says, "Intimidation, meatbag. If this is some kind of a trick, you will be dismembered and fed to other organics."
Sure. It's too late now. What am I gonna do? Say,
Takes the punch card.
oh, you know what? Actually,
Puts the punch card in. And then you see simultaneously all 6 of these turn and look at you. And as one moves their arm, all of them move their arm. And they point. And then you hear, not just from these 6, but from every Garl in harbor simultaneously, "What have you done to us, meatbag?"
you'll have to ask Trav. That seems like something you should take up with.
Voices overlapping. Horror, horror, horror.
The mic cutting out is the best part.
Yeah,
I know
right?
it added to it.
Perfect.
Added to it.
Yeah.
It added to it. Oh my god.
Perfectly cut screams, volume 3, Wildsea edition.
Put it on vinyl for me.
And then
He's
you
gonna
see
look. He's
one
gonna look
turn, they all
around
turn.
at the other 3 at the crew. He's gonna look like, I don't know. Should I have done that? Oh.
What did you do?
This is horrible. Your collar is removed. Our business is done. We will investigate, and if this is unreversible, carnage, meatbags, carnage. And they all turn at the same time and begin walking down the ship.
Not the carnage.
What the hell did you do? That's going to invoke carnage.
I may have made a mistake. I may have miscalculated there on a little bit. Look, it sounded like they were getting ready to attack us. I thought maybe go for broke, right?
Certainly. You'll do this, but you won't read a letter.
I didn't make an oath to any girls. I think that's an easy distinction.
That's clear.
To be fair to the captain, it is not like Trav to invoke information. I believe the ardent phrase is need to know basis.
Also, just in case you didn't know this time, Sparrow, your voice mod did not work. Figured I'd say it on the first time instead of waiting for the whole episode to go by.
The whole episode to go.
What did you give them, Captain?
I received these, and he'll pull out. I guess I had multiple punch cards. I guess, right?
Yeah, you had 3.
Yeah. So I would explain the circumstances of how I got them and refresh them on those details.
Yeah, you were handed to him from a word bearer at the post.
What if they attacked us?
I feel like they were getting ready to attack us anyway.
To back up the captain, they will. It is a matter of when, not if.
He looks at Izoesco. They mentioned reporting to the Onyx Star, so they haven't left.
Not necessarily. They may have some line or perhaps a representative.
Either way, it means they're not far.
May the storm be in my fortune.
All right, we should get ready, make sure the repairs are done, get prepared, and maybe find a safer place for port.
And as you say that, Vesh, and you kind of like look around, your ship has already like been very different. The crew quarters are expanded. You can see there's now room for each one of you to have your own room. And there's kind of like expanded crew quarters as well with like bunks and different areas. This ship has been upgraded quite a bit.
As he's looking over it, I imagine he'd run into Visha. And he's running his hand along the side, like the new sections of the hull. Quite an upgrade for this old bucket, right?
That's a thing to call it.
You don't like it?
No, it's good. It's natural that over the years it's going to be rebuilt and replaced.
It's exciting. I think some of these features are quite new. Shale and I used to talk about all the new designs for new ships.
They're more modern than this.
I picture the spirit route as like, it was probably back in its day.
Back in its day, it was kind of
a
the
hot
shit.
rod.
Yeah.
But I imagine it hasn't changed. You essentially got what was like your 16-year-old beater car.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, this thing is
picturing.
rechargeable by lightning strikes in a storm, and that sounds really impressive, but that's actually like a pretty common way of charging an engine now.
Well, you know, back in my day.
Back in your day, that was the bee's knees.
To me, this is one step up from like a dinghy that was like handed down to me. You know, I
Yeah.
love it. This is
your mom's old Honda Accord.
This is
Gets through anything, it fucks.
Yeah. But it's always been like the old beater, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Hmm?
How old is the Onyx Star? Sorry, the Spirit Route. Too many ships.
Oh,
It's
I was
just
about to
two.
say. Maybe, I don't know, 200-ish years. 200, give or take. Why?
200.
And it hasn't been upgraded in 200 years.
Well, I don't know what happened to it, obviously, after I died.
Did you have the scales?
Yes,
And he
the
points
scales
to
were
like
there.
to the keel of the ship. Did you
Well-
have the engine that needs lightning?
Yes, it was very revolutionary then. Is it still?
She looks to Vesh.
It's not the newest model, no.
Did you have the observation port?
Hmm.
There would have been
it-
some upgrades made throughout the
Yeah, there would
He
be
just wants
some
to know, like,
stuff.
why hasn't it been upgraded in 200 years then,
Well,
Captain?
No, it
It's-
had
it's had a
has
few.
scale. There's some upgrades, all right. Okay, the main cabin hasn't been upgraded. The engine might still be the same. Sure, that's unusual for a vessel of this age, but it still works perfectly fine. It's only gotten us stuck twice.
I agree. I think it's fine.
And
I am just trying to learn about the ship.
Vesh, I
mean
think
no
you would
ill.
know. There is a bit of a. There was with the Sunscrapers a bit of a social stigma when it came to this ship. That has.
Yeah.
Kept it out of use. As the entire crew died on it, but still, you have no idea how it got back to the Sunscrapers since the crew was all killed.
Nobody knows how it got back?
No one of you four know how it got back.
But that was 200 years ago for me, though, right?
Yeah,
So,
that's
I
a
mean,
long time ago.
Yeah. So I mean, for me, that's a story that the way that I see it is that this ship has been in my family, changed hands multiple times over 200 years, like many
Mhm.
different
Yes,
people
it's been
have.
in your family.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Your family.
yeah.
Yeah.
Captain Vish,
Yes.
could it be that the spirit route is, what is the ardent phrase Raisha used? A ship of Perseus?
Theseus.
Oh.
Mm.
Close.
She got it wrong on purpose.
So I was like, I'm not stupid.
I know it's a ship of Theseus. It was supposed to be a joke.
I got it. I got
I
it.
got you. Even better.
Now it's no longer funny. Okay,
No,
No,
it's-
it was great. I don't think would Vesh have heard of that. I'm not sure.
Up to you.
I'll roll for it. I think I've
When the-
heard something to that effect. Could be.
Hmm.
I don't think it's quite a brand new vessel. I mean, we definitely haven't replaced all the parts. And he
Oh,
looks
yeah.
over at some of the chipped paint and scarred wood.
You should have seen it though. When it was first built, it was beautiful. One of the larger ships at the time. You wouldn't believe it now, but back then it was. Very fast, too.
Oh, I believe it. I used to think about it all the time, what this ship used to be like when it was new.
Has anyone but
people
you used
Go
it?
ahead. Anybody but me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, loads of people, honestly. Oh, why?
I was just wondering. You said it was passed down to you through your family, though, right?
That's right.
Wonder who it went to after. Me.
Would I know? Would I have all that?
Let me
I know the
think.
last couple of people who had it.
I would say you would know your immediate parents and grandparents or offshoots. I kind of have abstracted it, but if you would like to fill in the blanks, or we can do that together. But yeah, you would know your last few relatives that have had it. But as far as like for any of you who have read Name of the Wind, you don't have like the Saisura song of every single owner of the ship where you can trace it all the way back to its original owners. No.
I don't have the Carfax for it.
You don't have the Carfax.
In the
No.
glove compartment. Okay.
Well, it's just interesting because I always thought it would go through our family. So,
Well, these things, they change hands. Actually, I think it left our family at one point. Bad trades, you know?
what a thing to trade.
Well, I'm just glad that we still have it.
Me
He
too.
looks the ship up and down.
As you're kind of saying this and being nostalgic, you still hear hammers and people doing construction work on it. Eventually, you see that small girl that is becoming a more familiar sight, Lynn, scrambling up the gangplank. Hey! Hey! What did you do to the girls?
Where are we in relation to this right now?
I assume you're still on the deck of the ship, no?
Okay, yeah, he's just running out. Okay. Nothing? Keep your voice down.
I don't think this is a secret, mister.
Okay.
They're
Why?
shouting
What
that
have
the
you heard?
meatbags on the spirit route have messed with their programming.
How do they know? Who told them the name of the... All right.
I don't know how much Harbor's been keeping secret that you've got a famous celebrity on board.
A famous celebrity. All right. Calm down, all right?
Mister, there's literally a blazing statue of her right there.
Okay. Okay. Like I said, calm down.
She's right.
Look, I'm really appreciative and all, but yeah, what did you do to the girls? They're freaking out. They're crashing into walls. They're tripping over each other. They're knocking over people's shells.
Really?
They hurt anybody?
Not really, I know of, but they're a mess.
Well, we did something. And hopefully it'll stick.
Is this the revolution? Is it time?
No,
Oh my god.
no, it is not the revolution. It is not time.
You'll know when there's a revolution, believe me, you'll know. You won't need to ask.
Like thunder and lightning and fire and smoke and stab, stab, stab. She looks way
Sure.
too excited about this.
Yeah, okay. I think we're going to need to just be a little cautious. I'm glad you're excited.
Okay, I'm gonna go home and tell Mom. And she turns and sprints back down your gangplank.
Once she is to Izoesco confidently out of earshot.
Captain, I could attempt to drain the generator in hopes that that also affects all girls.
I was just thinking along similar lines. I think we should explore that. We might not have a lot of time before they come to their senses.
Captain, Sprite says from behind you. What do
Yes?
those other punch cards do?
I don't know. I didn't know what the one that I... He just stops mid-sentence. I don't know what these do.
Don't you think maybe that's an important thing to figure out, since the first one, I don't know, seemed to turn them into a giant hive mind?
I thought it might be interesting to try another one, I'll be honest.
Experiment time? Lady Visha, is it experiment time?
It should be. We should. Let's experiment.
Kidnap a girl and rip him open, autopsy style.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to be attacked, and I made a decision, and we're gonna just have to stand by it because it's done
Caution.
now.
Now that they seem to speak as one and act as one, kicking one by itself is much more dangerous.
You know,
than
that's
before.
a really good point. Really good point, actually.
Hence why I'm thinking to attempt to drain before you take.
Good work.
They look off towards the nearest station that they remember a generator being in.
Yeah, there were several. Are you all going to go, or is this Izuesco mission on their own?
We could split the party.
You can always split the party.
Could always do it.
Always. It's interesting.
I love splitting the party. All right. I will
Ooh,
I'll go with
that's still a miss.
Izoesco. I'll turn to Izoesco, and Vesh will say, I think your plan might be the best one, and I think maybe we should handle this right now.
The cards go in their necks.
Yeah, he pulls them out and shows the other ones to you. That's what it seemed. I saw them putting the punch cards in, and
You all have
I don't
seen
know.
it, not just on the encounters that we've shown on camera, but walking around town, them like pulling out a punch card, pulling one out of their like shredded coat and putting another one back in has happened many times. It seems like just from observing passively, you all can kind of tell when they have to dramatically change function or find something that they don't quite know how to handle, they switch another punch card.
What if you put them into the machine?
Worth a shot. If they have a similar receptacle?
I don't know.
Worth a try.
Could work.
What are we doing, Visha?
Hmm. Perhaps there's a way we can help? Maybe?
You can't be seen.
I think
Maybe. Oh, go ahead.
it seems like there's no point keeping secrets. It seems like everybody knows we're here. We're on the spirit route. And there's a 50-foot tall statue.
But they haven't seen her yet.
I wonder what would happen if they did, though.
Well, they're
I
looking for you.
Feel like they would try to kill you.
No, I don't think they would try to kill me. They said they take orders from Trav. And Trav would Oh! Her having revelations. Maybe that's what we should do.
You want to show yourself.
Maybe it'll bring the Onyx Star here. If the Garls report that I'm here, and they have me, maybe the Onyx Star will be forced to come here. And then we could confront them. And then we could ask them where my brother is. And then Isoesco could do whatever Isoesco is going to do with them. And seems like a win-win.
Or you die.
I'm already dead.
Die again.
I don't think I can die again. How would they do it?
I believe our friend who was chasing you would disagree.
Your anchor.
Yeah, but that's the only way.
Oh, it's
You
a way.
need to take it with you, do you not? If
Has to be close to me.
If they have the information or the knowledge that you need your compass, they could break it.
As evidenced by the statue here on this island, I don't think this world could bear to lose you again.
I couldn't.
Okay, well. I don't know how to help. I don't know how Skell and I can help them.
Mistress, I think that could work. You're an inspiration to the people here.
Do you mean we could get the people to help us? Is that what you're
Maybe
thinking?
they'd feel a lot better if they knew that you were around. I certainly do.
Maybe we could use your presence to help divert the Garls. Maybe instead of getting you captured, I don't want to put you in any harm's way, but we put a good cloak on you, cover you up.
I
and
could
we
give a good chase about.
run you through the city and just let people see you, because it seems like no one here can keep a secret anyway. So
I could do that with Skell, and you and Isoesco could go mess with the big machine they have, right?
Yes. So, just go to major intersections, busy areas, be seen for a minute, and then move on to the next step, the next area. Don't give them time to actually find you.
It's fine. I'll just dress like Skell. We'll blend right in.
I could wrap you, yes.
There we go. Just pull it down, stand around in the market for a few seconds, peruse a mushroom or two, and then we can leave. And if something does happen, Skell will be there. So I'll be fine. I don't think they'll get
Alright.
past him. You guys can mess with whatever the Garls are, the big machine, while we're doing that.
We'll have to take some risks if we're going to pull any of this off, but just be a little careful.
Oh, Skell and I are the most careful.
Okay.
What if a fight breaks out, Captain? You may need to resort to violence. I
can
won't
take care
be
of 'em.
there to shoot. Izoesco may be busy with her lightning.
Well, I feel confident that they'll be able to help me if needed, and I can take care of myself, Skell.
That is right, you cannot be cut.
Well, you don't have to worry about me.
Sounds like we have a plan.
How long until the ship is fully finished with repairs?
Within a day. It's looking
Okay.
nice. Like, I think as you all have kind of noticed the changes, you're becoming a little bit awed by how nice it looks. And it's doubled in size, at least, since they started. It's super roomy. The engine room is like a proper engine room now, like talking like 10 feet wide. It's not like this little dinky, essentially closet that it was before.
Can I talk to the head battle hand? What was his name again?
Let me pull it up because I cannot remember, but I think it is in my notes. Bruce.
They were also didn't they give me they gave us didn't they were sympathetic to us as well, right?
They were, yes.
Yeah.
They recognized
Okay.
your ship.
Yeah. So repairs are coming along, almost done, I see.
Yup, shouldn't be but another day or two. What do you need?
Well, I'm not sure if you noticed. I mean, it was happening right above you after all. But
We notice a lot around here.
well, we may have caused some trouble with the Garls, and there might be some issues with them. When you're done, you wouldn't happen to know of a place where we could harbor the ship that might be a little more discreet?
There's some spits around. I could make a chart for you. I've got a few in mind that at best neutral to your cause.
All right. And he'll pull out his Junction Network book.
He's going to just draw a quick map, and then I'll need to give you some names. I need to consult my notes later, but there's 3 spits that are within like a 2 days trip from here. 3 days journey from here.
There's nothing close by anywhere.
Not within a day or two.
All right.
I mean, until recently, Harbor was the only place anyone wanted to go around here. I mean,
all right.
Look at the size of it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You don't mind me saying this, not really sure what you did with the girls, but hope you know what you're doing.
I am. Me too.
Well, good then. We won't be long for your ship. She's a beaut.
Everything looks amazing. He'll take us a beat again before thanking him and nodding and leaving.
We'll be on standby, Captain.
And he'll go back to the crew and they'll get ready to go on their quest there.
Okay, so we'll start with Izuesco and Skell. You two are sneaking into the power station, yes?
No, Vash.
Or sorry,
Vesh
Vesh
and Izu.
Vesh,
Izuesco.
yeah.
I apologize. I got the group split.
You're all good.
It's okay.
Wrong. You make your way there. No need for sneaking until you get close. But upon getting close, what strikes you is that where before you noticed that all of the Garls were kind of moving in unison with one another. And as such, you heard about them bumping into things. But in about the 45 minutes to an hour since Vesh put the punch card in, it seems like now they're not moving in complete unison with one another. It seems like there's still a degree of harmonization, and you see like them looking at things and not really having to communicate with each other as much as previously stated. But they are behaving oddly compared to before. As you get close, the warehouse still has scaffolding and glass up top that you could potentially go through. There's entrances on kind of all sides of this small warehouse-like enclosure. And there's, I would say, 5 or 6 girls that you can see in and around the area.
Five or six, okay. That's not too bad. What are they armed with?
You can see one's armed with a rusty pistol. One of them has a giant meat cleaver. Another one has a short sword. You can see one with a crossbow. One with a knife.
Okay. All right. So about half of them are ranged. That we'll need to maybe worry about if something happens. He's gonna look over and just carefully assess maybe points of entry, or if they'll take us a minute to kind of case out the joint.
So there's
see movement patterns.
The front door is a big set of open double doors, probably about 12 feet across, 8 or 10 feet high. That's the main place where people go in or out. But there's also just normal, like, standard doors on each side of the building on the right, left, and back side. They don't have guards posted on the side or back doors, but they have 2 guards at the front, the massive front door. If you peek from far away in, that's where you can get a better count of the guards. You can see some inside, but you don't know if that's a definitive picture of everything or if there might be more within.
All right. Okay. I guess we try to get inside. Did you have any special ideas, Izuesco?
The last time I attempted this, I found a flap in the fabric to enter, and, well, you know the rest. But I may have been seen, so excess caution.
Okay. And I think that Vesh will well, first I think they'll wait a minute to see if there is any diversion coming from Visha's action to maybe thin the
Sure.
guards
We
out.
will cut and go to Skell and Visha. What are you all doing elsewhere in harbor?
Hmm.
Well,
I imagine-
Visha, yep, I was say you wanted to go to the populated places.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And
Got a
what
little
do you-
cloak on.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you want to do there?
I think we just have to be as normal as possible. And I'll pop my little cloak down every once in a while. Just move about, I think. Unless, I don't know, have you been through the city more than I have?
I have stayed on the ship mostly here in harbor. I followed Captain Vesh to the place where he gets his letters.
Okay.
Are we meaning... Do we want the Garls to see you? Are we trying to make a commotion of this?
I think we are. Maybe perhaps we let people see us. And then a few girls. And then we'll get to play the hiding game. So, just distract them and run away from them as long as we can.
I understand.
Can you do that with the medal now in your body?
I am not weighed down by it. It is
Good.
light enough.
All right, well, I suppose we just move and hope that this is enough of a distraction for them.
If things go south, get back to the ship.
There is
Or
no...
if we get
Go ahead.
separated. If we get separated, maybe we both have the meeting place of the ship, or...
The ship has additional crew and it is defensible, yes.
Okay. Well, I don't think we'll be split up, but just in case.
I go on your signal, mistress.
There is certainly no failing this role. If you want to be recognized, you will be recognized. But I would like you to figure out a skill for how effective this distraction and essentially you're trying to be like, oops, sorry, not sorry, I'm here type thing.
Whoopsie.
What do you think it should be, Momo?
Let me look.
I love it in this game where everyone does like 18 skills, so people are trying to think which of these will apply.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Maybe sense. Maybe. I think sense is the one that I have that makes the most sense.
Okay, I will say I will allow. It's not a perfect fit, so I'm gonna say lower impact, but it will
study.
still work to some degree. Nah, study
You have
will
flourish?
No, I sure Shoot, I don't have anything in that first category.
No flourish, no outwit. No, you have sway. Sway, I think, makes
Yeah,
more
she has
sense.
sway.
It's making friends and influencing people. So I think that's
Oh, yeah,
actually
I'm used.
the most
Yeah, I have
one.
sway and tend, study, sense. I pretty much all mine are in that final one.
I would say sway makes the most sense, and for an edge, grace makes sense to me, but you tell me.
Yeah, we'll roll a twofer then.
Okay, roll a twofer.
Twofer. Not a great twofer, folks. That's a 2 and a 3.
Uh-oh.
We're
That's
gonna have
okay.
some trouble.
You are gonna have some trouble. It's a few minutes. Every once in a while, you kind of like put your cloak back and give like a little wave and hi, and then you have people like pointing at you and whispering, "Is that Lady Visha? I think that's Lady Visha." And the whispers kind of grow. Eventually, you see some of the Garls begin to go towards you. I'm guessing you would like to take evasive action.
Yeah, I think. Obviously, I assume Skell's probably on more high alert than I am, because that's pretty much he's out here just to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But
Two
she would still
Garls
kind
come
of.
towards you.
Girls on our right.
What do you want me to do?
Should we run? Or should we give them a little bit of a chase? As in,
Give them a chase.
okay,
Do-
then let's let them
Do they
approach a little.
do they notice Visha?
Oh yeah, they're going right for her. Just like they see and just immediately start marching in their kind of waddly way that they do.
Keep walking into the market. Match their
telling-
pace.
Okay. I shouldn't turn around and taunt them?
It looks like they already have your scent.
Oh.
They're coming closer, guys. They're gonna be on
We're
you
moving.
in a minute.
We're moving. We're moving.
Moving to a more populated space.
Okay.
Yes. Let's move to a more popular place.
What do you guys think makes sense for this little foot race? They're not particularly fast, but even still. I
It
see
don't matter.
No vault for Visha. I see Skell has vault, but I don't know if you have any running away skills. Probably Grace is the only one that you have, Visha, that fits.
Yes, Grace is the only thing I have that is kind of runaway-ish.
Skell, what about you?
Instinct, sense, intuition, and reaction.
Yeah, instinct is good, and vault
Okay.
is good too if you have vault.
Yep. I do. Instinct and vault.
All right, you
Okay.
guys can do this together.
Oh lord,
That's a 4.
that's a 1.
Oh no.
All right.
Like that's bad.
You run to one of the market squares, and in this island, there's several. You see people with stands set up, again, mostly Ardents. And you're going through, and you just go smack into the side of someone, and you go tumbling down to the ground. People kind of walking around you and gasp. And you see it's a woman that looks familiar, though you can't really place it. And she like gets up very quickly. It's like, oh, excuse me. Wait. Lady Visha. And she
We-
pulls you by your arm and rests you underneath a market stall. So you put in the link punch card. Why didn't you put in any of the other ones?
The what?
You link them together. Now you're supposed to the sequence.
Right, the sequence. Right.
I don't have that one.
You link, drain, and shut down.
Link, drain,
That's
shut
the
down.
the 3.
Link, drain, shut down. Okay. Oh my gosh, this has been so helpful. Thank you so much.
What? No, but there's a timing when they're going to assimilate if you don't take care of it quickly.
Like how quickly?
Like really burning quickly.
Okay. What did you say again? Link, drain,
Oh
Shut
my
down.
gosh.
shut down. Right. Link, drain, shut down. Right. Link, drain, shut down. Okay. We're gonna run.
Yeah, you should. Meat bags, stop. Lady Visha, turn yourself in. And this woman, who looks familiar but you can't place where you see them from, gets up and runs away. It's like, hey, girls, follow me. And Skell, you see her like pick up a piece of fruit and throw it at the girls and try to get them to run away. One of them chases after this woman.
Skell, we have to link, drain, and shut down. Apparently, quickly.
Do you have the other punch cards?
Oh, please, there's a timely thing, otherwise something bad happens.
We have to alert Captain Vesh.
Meanwhile,
Think so.
Captain Vesh and Izuesco, you see the 2 girls on the door begin to waddle off away towards the east.
All right. Not knowing the urgency of their situation, although sensing, I mean, there's a reason we were moving this quickly.
Yeah.
He looks to Izuesco. Ready?
Yes.
All right. And in they go.
You're just gonna stride in, sneak in, blast in. What are you feeling?
Sneaking.
Sneaking in. You said the side doors were not guarded.
They were not, at least not on the outside that you can see.
So, I mean, I don't know. These are creatures that tell us when they're lying. Maybe they leave the doors unlocked. You
It's
know?
possible. You going in the front
I'm
door?
just like-
Going in the side door? Your
I was thinking
opportunity for
casually side
casting-
door, unless Izuesco interjects. That's where he'll mention a motion.
Nah, I
He's just
think
gonna
I'm following Captain.
He's gonna walk up and do like, you know, just that walk by the door and then casually like jiggle the knob. You know, like.
It
Oh,
opens.
is it locked? Oh. He gives a little peek inside. Cracks the door open.
And you see 3 girls in the center of the room just kind of looking at each other. And like one will wave and put its hand down. Then the next will wave and then put its hand down. And then the other one will wave. Then point with his other hand. Like they're experimenting. Like adjusting.
All right. He's gonna motion for Izuesco to follow, and just they'll sneak
Captain.
in. Yes.
You still have the other punch cards?
Yes, and you see he has them in his hands, like ready to go. They're in his inside like vest, and he pulls them out.
I see. You go right. I will go left.
Good plan. And Vesh will go right.
What
Um,
sneaking skills do you guys have?
I have Grace and Flourish, but also I'm wondering, Frank, with what Izuesco has now in terms of meeting her maker, if she could project some kind of sound of thunder or something
Ooh.
that would help cover them.
I think that is very easy, as you are a creature capable of generating lightning. Generating thunder is not a stretch. And I will say flourish, well, I don't think works for sneaking, as it is basically the opposite of sneaking, as it's
moving with
rhythm.
poise and flow. Like she's trying to like move quickly rather than like she's, you know, it's more of a haste than like she's trying to sneak per se.
If you're going fast, yes, you'll make it less likely that they can catch you. But I will say, as far as them seeing you, that is not going to do a lot for if they just happen to catch you. But that is fine.
Well, that's why I also brought up the thunder sound.
Yes,
is because that could be something that would distract a little bit. But
yeah, I am good with that. So you can roll flourish for that. An edge that you think is good.
611.
Ooh, I like that.
That's perfect.
Anyone have a good twist? I'll think of one if not. And then Vesh, what about you?
Oh, I guess I would use grace, and how about sway? Convince the floorboards not to creak when I step on them.
I don't think that works.
I love that.
Nice. That's a nice try.
All right. Scavenge.
No.
All
No.
right. I think it might just be grace then. It might be a single.
It might be a single one. Yep. Okay.
As a 3.
Vesh, you go right. Izuesco goes left. Was that how I heard it? Yeah. So
yeah.
Vesh, as you go to the right, you realize that on the ground, through no fault of your own, how could you know? There are all sorts of screws and scrap metal, and you're just having to like dance between them, trying not to make sounds, but just walking on the ground is creating a lot of noise, like crunching under your feet as you're trying to like sneak around the outside of this room to get to what is effectively a charging station. But Izuesco, as the girls seem to hear Vesh and are looking around, they hear your thunder as you are making your way, and they catch a glimpse of you, and they immediately go to their weapons, and they say, "Stop, meatbags, show yourself, or we will be forced to create violence and carnage. Your blood will flow, your bones will boil, you will rue this day."
Well, you know she ain't stopping.
As one you round going from like one piece of cover to another, the one with the rusty pistol shoots at you. How would you like to avoid the shots?
Shoots at me?
Yeah, shoots at you.
Okay. I mean, and I've got gelatinous form, so I can squeeze down a bit while she's running.
You absolutely
compress herself
could.
a little bit.
Do you want to mark your gelatinous form?
I will do that.
You squeeze into cover as they shoot. Bullet goes wide, and you hear all three of the girls blast. I missed. And you can see as they're like getting accustomed to it, all three of them reach into their pocket for other ammo. One of them actually has it. The others kind of look at their hand confused as they realize that they're not actually doing anything. And all three kind of trying to load a pistol that they don't actually have in their hands. Like one of them is like trying to like load a bullet into a meat cleaver and then kind of realize how silly it is. And then immediately start running towards where they saw you disappear. But Vesh, you have an opening to the charging station as the girls are paying attention to Izuesco if you would like to just book it.
Oh boy, where can you place the guards where they are with Izuesco
let's
and
say
me?
Like, there's a circle. Let's assume like a circle. You're at about we'll say about 60 degrees into the circle. The Garls are in the middle of the circle, and Izuesco is like 270 degrees on the circle, so like all the way on the other side. And the charging station is like 45 degrees, so on the very right side of the room.
Okay.
So
well, since we went in complete opposite directions.
Yeah, they're not between you and the station. You have a moment where you can get to
Okay. Yeah, since I don't think I'm in a position to help Izuesco, I'm going to just see if I can do something to sabotage them via the station.
Okay. You have a speedy skill to get there, and I guess you have vault is probably the most appropriate here.
Yeah. I'm sure there are some like boxes and stuff that are positioned there, and I just
this warehouse is trash. It has spare parts, it has boxes, it has debris. It looks like someone's messy garage, basically.
422. Oh boy.
So you managed to get there super quickly, jumping over a box. What's something cool, Momo or Stormbeard? What's a useful thing that you might find in a garage just sitting there somewhere?
Plywood.
A pipe wrench.
Pipe wrench. I like that. You almost trip on one of the boxes.
A ball peen hammer. Sorry.
But you
Not the ball peen hammer.
Ball peen?
Yes, a ball peen hammer, or a wrench. Your choice, Bijan. But you like knock a box and one of them falls and you grab it in your hand, and you can add that to your sheet as something you have.
Ball peen hammer it is.
Izuesco, your distraction is good, but the consequence, Vesh, of your triumph, instead of it being a full success, is the Garl with the short sword whirls and sees you, and you hear all three of the Garls. He has evaded us. Deception, lies. And he comes waddling, stalking towards you with the short sword. Izuesco, the one with the butcher's cleaver, has now seen you as you were squeezed in the cracks of like another machine in the room, and is for now trying to figure out how to get to you, but then becoming frustrated just starts hacking at the machine. So you are safe for now, but that may not last long. Vesh, you have a moment at this charging station, and you were asking before, like, maybe they have something to insert in here. They do. There are several slots for punch cards. I'd say 6 in total. 4 of them are full, 2 of them are empty. You don't know if that's a coincidence or what you should do. And you can see the electricity coursing through as the top of it goes out the roof.
When you say slots, as in like holsters, like these are for spare, or like these are insertable into the machine?
The latter.
Okay.
But you don't know what they do.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to clarify for me.
But Vesh, what do you do?
Well, knowing the predicament that Izuesco is in, and I think I'm gonna slot a punch card in. I'm actually gonna slot one in, and I'm gonna put my hand on one of the ones that's in there and get ready to pull based on whatever they do. I might pull one out.
Got it.
Also,
well, let's just do it random. See which punch card you put in there.
yeah, these don't have like labels on them, do they? Did I just
Nope.
not even check?
They do
Yeah,
not
that's what
have
I thought.
labels.
Okay.
Did I just not even check?
Do you even speak Garl?
Dude, all my homies know Garl.
You put this in,
They all know Garl.
and you hear the machine whir for like a second or two, and then the charging station shuts down. But the Garl that is walking towards you seems unaffected. And he gets into you and he slashes at you.
Well, that is unfortunate for him.
Because you
For
are
that
immune to
choice.
keen damage.
Because I am immune to keen damage. Next time, use the point.
Yeah, he slashes,
so yeah.
and you just kind of take the shrug off the blow.
Yeah.
I kind of knock his hand out of the way, and with the other hand that's still on that punch card, I pull it out and I put another one in.
Okay. And that is the last one. Ooh. What does this do in the charging station? You pull it out, and the machine starts beeping, and then you hear almost like a fax machine or a 56K modem. It just starts making all sorts of weird screeching sounds. Error. Requires Garl input. Error.
Uh-oh.
Izuesco, the Garl with
Garl
the giant
input?
Yes, that's what it said. Izuesco,
Okay.
the one with the meat cleaver, is hacking the machine away. It is going to hack you to pieces soon if you do not move, or at least will attempt to. What do you do?
Lightning.
You like go back to yourself and then start blasting?
Oh yeah, she's gonna because I'm assuming that this meat cleaver is metal as well.
Oh yeah, definitely a metal meat cleaver.
Yeah. She's gonna take this guy out.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for it.
So 644.
Not only do you take this one out, your lightning arcs to the one with the gun, and as you send the lightning into it, it's like it's a power surge through a computer. It's just, and you hear and smell burning internally, and then they stop moving and then immediately fall over. But this happens everywhere around you. And Visha and Skell, as you are trying to find Vesh and Izuesco, you hear every Garl in harbor scream out in pain. Ah!
It was the cut for me. It was the cut. That was comedy gold. That was comedy gold. Oh. That's good. That's good stuff.
We're going to skip over to you two. Are you just making a mad dash to try to get to Izuesco and Vesh, or are you doing
I think we're booking.
else? You just booking it?
I think we book it, yeah, because
I think our hood is down low.
Oh,
okay. I think the hood is down though, so maybe people will see me running too. Maybe we'll have help as well. Still.
Ooh, I see what you're doing.
Smart.
Make your running rolls, guys. I'm gonna start a clock. Actually, I need to start competing clocks. Actually, I need to start 3 clocks for this.
What the hell?
Block clocks?
Clocks on clocks?
Clocks?
One of
I'm gonna hit you with
them
a
is
2.
reaching your friends. The other one is the Garls. And the other one is civilian help.
I've rolled a 2.
I rolled a 5 and a 4.
2 is not great. Visha, while immortal and, dainty, not very fast, perhaps not very athletic. Fighting, not your thing. As you just cannot make your way through the crowds, through the alleys, and every single time you turn, it seems like you find another Garl. And you see them closing in on you. Catch Lady Visha, catch Lady Visha. And you hear them everywhere, and you can hear the clink, 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 clink of the Garls waddling as they go towards you. Skell, every single time you're like outrunning them, you turn and you keep seeing Visha get enclosed by them. But you start to see civilians taking notice of you, and while none of them have jumped in to try to help, a growing crowd, like a circle around you all, is growing increasingly larger. By this point, about 10 people are looking at this chase. But Visha, you are getting closed in on by 4 different Garls around you from different areas of the street.
You got a plan? Because I got something.
No, I got nothing. Go for it, Skull.
I shoot one.
Go! I got a plan!
I started blasting.
Blasted!
If
That's a plan.
Visha's getting surrounded by Garls and Skell is ahead of her and she can't get out, he's aiming for the one that is in between him
you?
and Visha.
Got you. Go ahead, Skell. I'm assuming you've got blasting skills.
Oh yeah.
Blasting skills.
A 6, a 4, and a 3.
Yeah, so this thing is made for taking down ships. You shoot one of
and
your...
his revolver, not his cannon. No, he's not shooting that in public.
I thought you meant the cannon.
No.
Okay.
That's on his back, but he pulls
Okay.
out his revolver.
Still, you shoot one of the Garls, and you send a hole right through it. It turns back to you, and you see it like start to spark and twitch. Zalicray, bigger threat. Zalicray. And they start waddling towards you. Visha, you have a hole where they seem to have just forgotten about you as they begin to go towards Vesh. One of them not doing so well.
She would run towards Skell, I think, though. No?
Get to Vesh.
Vesh is here?
Well, you've got to go further, but yes. You know where he is. He's at a warehouse across the city.
Do you want me to run?
Get to the captain. I will handle these girls.
Okay. I'll see you on the ship.
And he just flourishes his revolver and starts running the other way.
They run dramatically past each other like that.
And
like
as you see the Skell,
yes.
yeah, there are Garls that are closing on you from a lot of directions, but you're not alone, as seeing you fire on this Garl has rallied many civilians to do the same. And you see people picking up shovels, like bats, and people just start hitting the Garls with you.
Hell yeah, people.
You're not out of the woods yet. You certainly are able to take down some more Garls before they close in on you. Would you like to shoot at another one?
I want to take down the one that is wounded.
Okay, go for it.
A 6, a 2, and a 2. A twist.
Awesome. You shoot this one's head off, and you see all the other Garls in the area. And they just stay there for a second, not moving. And it looks like it's like glitched them out. And you see the people just start hitting them.
Hell yeah.
And trying to break them apart.
The man was too stunned to speak.
Meanwhile, these 2 punch guards seem to have not worked. It said requires Garl's input.
I have a question.
Oh, yes, go.
How big is Harbor? Would they hear the gunshot from where they are?
Yes. Harbor is very large, but a gunshot you would still hear from where you are.
You know, Vesh, you guys hear the gunshot? You know what that is.
Okay. So in the room, you said that the punch card didn't seem to work. It said I need a Garl input. Now on the console, is there anything that seems like? Is there like a Garl biometric scanner kind of thing? Like, you know, something that's suspiciously shaped like a Garl hand.
So you were not looking for this before, but now that you do, think about a plug to an EV. There is something like that on here. like a large plug to connect to a Garl.
Hmm. Okay. Well, as he's coming at me, I am going to try and grapple him. Just sort of subdue him while I'm like looking for any of these. Like, is there a dangling plug? Is there something that I can? Is that is this charger?
Is there a socket in the Garl
Is there
that matches?
Yeah, is there a matching socket? Which I'm sure is not going to be easy to find necessarily on just glance. So I'm trying to wrestle him.
Yeah.
And get control.
I'm assuming you're gonna do like iron and brace. Makes the most sense.
Yeah. I turned to them, and seeing the punch cards not work, I'm like, I shrug and just rush at them like a linebacker.
All right, go ahead. Use iron and brace.
A 6 and 2 3s.
Your twist is going to be not only do you were able to arrest him and get control of him. You see the plug on his back that matches the recharging station. But not only that, you didn't notice it until this exact moment. But you kind of like putting it together based on what you've seen, and you can tell that the punch cards are color coded. That based on the type of interaction they have, it's kind of clicking that like they're essentially color coded for their level of aggression, deception, appeasement, and based on the different types of tasks that will tell you what they are.
Okay. So what do I see with these colors here?
These all have red punch cards inserted currently.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull all those red ones out.
Oh, sorry, I meant out of the Garl. The Garl currently just has the one. He has the red one inserted. Into the charging station, they're all yellow.
Okay. All right, well then that's my goal for fighting this Garl right now is just to pull his one. Since I'm grappling them.
Okay.
Pull the neck.
Since your previous roll, no additional roll needed. You pull the punch card out, and it's like he goes limp in your arms. He just stops.
Well, that was easy. He looks over to Izoesco. How are they doing?
Izoesco has blasted those two apart. Izoesco is good.
All good? So he'll see me holding the body of this thing. I don't know if you saw what I did, but maybe you get the sense that I took this down with my bare hands. But he's holding the punch card.
I think Aizu, I think she did not see what happened. She just heard a bunch of commotion and like comes around to be able to see you as you've got this limp Garl in your hands.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Looks like you're all right.
And she just sees a bunch of like punch card on the ground and is like,
"Do we know what that one does?"
I know what this one does. He holds up the one that he pulled out of their neck, out of the neck.
Perhaps the ones you were given would be helpful.
Might be good to try them out now. And they didn't seem to work in the console. First of all, the first thing he's going to do is he's going to pull all those yellow ones out of the charging station. Does anything noticeable happen when he does that?
Not yet, but you pull them all out and you hear just the small click of the machine. Nothing happens, but then you hear the weird static again. Error, requires Garl input.
Okay. He's gonna drag over that Garl. Izoesco, I think there is some sort of contraption here that might fit, and he gestures to the socket.
She nods in the affirmative and approaches, but I think she looks over this girl, but doesn't really know what she's really looking for.
Now that they're not moving, am I able to find a socket?
Yeah, you found the socket earlier when you were wrestling with it.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, let me try putting the socket in first before we do the other cards. Because we already put one of the punch cards in,
So
right?
you have the 2 punch cards you brought with are still in the charging station, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You plug this thing into the Garl, and you hear a loud whirring. It's like a electromagnetic buzzing, followed by a very loud screeching. And Visha and Skell, as this happens, you see every single Garl on the street as Visha's running towards Vesh and Izuesco. Skell is blasting and trying to divert them away from her. They all, like, you hear this whirring and it reaches a cacophony all over Harbor. And you hear all of them just go motionless at once. The whirring stops. And they all at once fall over to the ground. And you hear the metal clang as the Garls all go limp to their side. And I think that's a good time to take a quick 15-minute break. And we'll be back in a few minutes so you can find out what it all means, what you actually did, and if the Onyx Star is actually coming or not. We'll be right back, friends.
Bye.
Father, Mother, hello. I hope things are to your satisfaction. You are likely doing just fine without me around, but Raisha says I should write. Raisha is the char on board, and they are a Ketra, like me. They are nice. Do not expect grandchildren from this compliment. I am well, largely unharmed since that day in the storm. They find me useful. I do my best to quell my temper until it is necessary to not. Raisha has taken on to helping me tame the storm. Our captain is rough and unfair at times, but for the most part things stay civil. I do worry about their recent obsession, but I am sure things will turn out fine. Should it not? Well, I have learned a lot of what I am capable of. I will not be shy about imparting this knowledge onto others. Your child, Izuesco.
Dear Vesh, I know that you're doing well and everything's fine, but I really miss hearing your voice. We're heading out for a raid soon, and already I can hear the whispers of your words in my ears. Don't look smug about that, troublemaker. I don't know if your way is the better way, but it does seem to be a different way. When you get back, tell me about it, okay? Love, Shale.
Clutch mate Selnari. These words scratch like dry leaves, but we write them out anyway. The waves of green still do not hold us, but here in the creaking wood of this ship, something old and glowing crawls, and it hums like home inside our chest. We do not name it, but it sees us, soft and strange, like webs that do not break in the wind. Our legs still shake on these planks, not made for us, but we stay. We follow it, even if the rest of us stays lost. Drone Skell.
Shale, I hope this message sees you soon. There aren't many word-bearers in this area that want to make the journey to Hearthstone. Oh, how I wish you could be here with me. But I know, your training comes first. The crew I picked up at Port Basker left me as soon as we arrived at the next spit. I think everyone can tell I'm as green as the trees. I might have found a new crew, but well, who knows how long they'll stay. Kick Terran extra hard for me next time you're sparring, and write me back soon. Your friend, Vesh.
Clutch mate Skell, we are pleased to hear your correspondence. It satisfies us greatly, as well as your continued survival and exploration on these rolling waves. Here on this island, the days are long and the years are short. We have finally found the warm embrace that we have often heard of, but chased so long. Home. We hope one day that you and yours find it as well. Tell us of these people and this ship. Tell us of your travels. Tell us when you find home again. Drone Samari.
Dearest Mother, we set out for our journey today and I'm nervous. You would think after going on my own pilgrimage I'd be ready to go back into the vast sea. But there's part of me that fears it. Atlas is brave and daring, someone I trust with my whole being. But I worry his ambitions will take us to places even he can't handle. It's reckless enough to go out for a second expedition, but the Council relies heavily on him, as we both know. All our lives we've been this way, it seems. He rushes into danger, and there I am, always ready to patch him up. But I suppose he's always done the same for me. There's never been a fight, physical or otherwise, that he's not come running to defend me for. It's only right I see this journey through by his side. Look at me lamenting like I'll never come home. Please tend to the gardens while I'm gone. I'd hate to return to a dead garden after such an arduous journey. Give my love to Father, and please take care of yourself while I'm away. All my love, Visha.
Dear Vesh, if reports are to be believed, and I hope they are, you've been quite the troublemaker since you set out. Where do I even start? You collapsed a spit into the sink, and then either adopted or displaced the entire population. Details seem to be a little scarce on that part. But it's even harder to believe that what people are saying you did afterwards. Did you and your crew really subjugate the concourse? That's been on the danger list for years. Even veteran raiders wouldn't try them. How did you do it? Set the record straight for us, but also let me know. What have you seen out there? Where are you going next? Are you still searching for the truth out there? Your friend, Shale.
We got you, okay? Hit us
Guys,
up. Our
I want them to
emails are
sponsor
open.
us. Swanson, are you listening?
Our emails and our
Yes.
social media handle. Contact us now.
I'll
welcome
show the
back.
label if you.
No, they
yeah.
gotta pay for that. They gotta pay for that.
Yeah, I'll show you the label if you sponsor us.
Welcome back to Breath Between Branches. If you are new here, our community is discord.gg/magicrpg. We talk about all things sippers, Jubilee, swamp ass. Doesn't make sense? That's okay. It'll make sense if
Those
you
are
join
all
our
the things about
Discord.
me.
Kayaking, 4th of July, all of these things. Discord.gg/magicrpg. If you want to catch up on this game and all of our other games, youtube.com/magicrpg is the place to do that. Blood Money is back again on Friday. Be so excited.
I'm nervous.
We get them back. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think everyone should be nervous.
Yeah. You can catch up and find out why Mom was nervous about it on our YouTube. And then I just want to, I was like, can I actually bring the graphic up? And I think I can. Yeah. Ta-da! Minutes to Midnight, which is Blade 68 story. Momo as Sebastian, Stormbeard as Gregor, Usavard as Elias, and Andrew as Decker. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad that you all get to experience it. A little bit of a disclaimer. We took this very unseriously. We were just kind of like, let's just vibe and play Blades in the Dark. So we did that, and it was a lot of fun. So it's not going to have the same level of polish as like something like Blood Money or Ignite Recall will, but it's still going to be a lot of fun. The production in general is still pretty good. I spent a lot of time in post-production on it. But in the game itself, we were just kind of vibing, and it was a lot of fun. I think more than anything, every player was playing exaggerated versions of themselves, as we sometimes do. And just kind of, I know...
we get in fights.
Getting fights with each other. Half of the...
It's like half of what we did is we got in fights.
Playing siblings who fight each other? That's never happened in a game before.
Damn, revolutionary, really.
Yeah,
of us.
We should maybe come up with an original idea sometime.
No, I don't think I will.
No one shouted, "I'm the eldest boy" this time, though, so it's okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
Other things were though.
That is coming July 20th and every Monday thereafter on our YouTube, and I'm going to set the premieres live. I might do it every 2 weeks, depending on how quickly I'm able to do editing. That's really on me, but I think every week would be okay. That's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, you all shut down all the Garls in the city as they collapse to the side. And all of the civilians that were picking up brooms and bats and shovels, and a few people with some actual weapons that were hacking at the Garls. And Visha, the biggest trail of this was behind you. Once they saw you and heard the gunshots from Skell firing, they realized this was their moment. And they all kind of took up arms for you all. But the Garls collapse and everyone seems very uncertain. But then you hear cheers go up in the crowd. And you start to notice as people begin, as they do in towns where there's a lot of rattle hands, they start taking the Garls apart. And people are just scrapping them all around you. And you can kind of hear this happening. It's not an organized effort. People are just starting to take like crowbars and prying them open.
I think Izuesco, you can almost see the lightning flash across their face in like an idea, and they start going up to people and basically telling them, if you can't scrap them, toss them over the side as quickly as you can. No chance for them to come back. Like, she just starts going to people and is like, spread the word. Like, if you can't scrap, whatever you can't scrap, throw over the side. They are not useful.
Okay.
That's not, we don't want them coming back and causing issues.
And you all, we can abstract time feel free to meet up with each other if that is what you would like to do, whether at the warehouse or the ship. We can fast forward a little bit. But
As I do want to do one thing.
Mm-hmm.
As the crowd or populace is taking apart these Garls, Skell wants to look inside. He's curious. Are they because he sees no exposed skin, so in his mind they're like Zellicray.
Oh.
But he wants to look in and see what makes or is it a different insect? Is there a body inside?
I love this. That's so cool. It doesn't take much because these things are not robustly built. You could actually use your hands and you have a firm and essentially crack them open. And you see a layer of 3 boards that are inserted into a larger main board, motherboard. And you can see there's a connector where the punch cards go, and it's just circuits lining each of these boards on the inside and wires attaching between them. And apart from these boards and the bellows that it connects outside them, and there's a little filtration system attached to the bellows inside. But apart from that, they are hollow inside. It's a lot of empty space. What is Vesh's thought when he sees that?
Skells.
Or sorry, Skells. Why am I doing that? Ah! What is Skell's thought when he sees them?
Have we run into any Ironbound yet?
No. Well, you've run into 2, but you haven't really had conversations with them. There was one at a post very early on, and there was one in this city that you didn't talk to, so not very much, but you have seen 2.
Got it. Looking at this, Ironbound have an essence to them. They glow, they have an appearance of life. So seeing this thing, and it's just circuitry inside. I would imagine that circuits or computing in this world is rare. Is it a forgotten thing?
It is forgotten. So there's a few of you that speak, Sithonic. And Sithonic speakers know of these things from the days before, but this is ancient pre-V technology. This does not exist in the Verdancy or post-Verdancy.
Got it. So yeah, looking inside of these things, he's kind of in awe that so many of them were working together and somehow connected all together. He sees it almost as himself, where all of these Garls were essentially people-sized spiders of one organism or hive mind. And he kind of has a little bit of introspectiveness when he's looking at them, and if they were all connected in some way, there had to be someone, a leader Garl, or someone controlling them, and he knows that if the colony needed to be defended, his own being, he thinks about what the main spider would do if all was lost. And he kind of sits there, he's just looking inside of this ripped apart Garl, and he's kind of just squatting next to its corpse, I guess. And taking it in.
You can remove a mire if you have one.
I do.
I think that is, you kind of sit with that and you wonder, are these things soulless? Like, are they people? Like, maybe not. Maybe you thought they were and now they're not. Like, they are clearly not Zelicrae, but at the same time, for a moment, they kind of were. They were a hive mind. It's just kind of giving you a lot to think of, but it's not depressing. It's kind of more, I'd say, you probably agree, like peaceful, like type of thought.
Yeah.
So I think you all would regroup. You're telling people, spread the word. Any of these girls that you're not scrapping need to be thrown off the island. And Momo, assuming that Visha would help spread this message, they would listen to you very much.
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
Yeah. So you all see people dragging girls to the harbor and just tossing them
Fucked up
overboard.
girls.
And you hear the next half hour is just a constant stream of metal on wood as people are chucking them over the side after harvesting what they can from them. But you all, after regrouping, would just kind of find Skell just staring at this ripped open Garl in the middle of the street, not far from where you left him, Visha.
Don't look down. You all right?
I was curious of their body.
What do you mean? Like how they're made?
I believe I heard the term "what makes them tick."
Ooh, I see. Do you want to open one up and look?
I already have.
What did you find?
Wires and mechanical boards, and the bellows is attached to their frame. I was curious when Captain Vesh inserted the one punch card. They all reacted, which made me think they were Zelicrae as a hive mind.
I guess they kind of were acting like a hive mind. But I don't see any spiders.
No, they are empty except for the little bit of machinations.
No spirit to them.
I didn't see any, no. But it made me think, what if each individual Garl was part of a larger colony, like myself?
Are you feeling sympathy? Maybe empathy.
What is the difference?
Well, empathy means you relate. Because you are a hive mind.
Yes.
And perhaps it... Do you feel sad? For them?
I don't feel sadness for them. I feel I don't know what I feel. It's almost like whoever was controlling them, leading them, failed them.
I see. I would guess that would be Trav. Or someone on their ship.
The leader of the colony should go down with the colony. That is
Yes.
what I was taught.
Do you have a leader of your colony?
Inside of me,
Yes.
yes.
Does it look different?
Yes, it is the one I showed you with the mottled markings.
Oh. Would you... Well, it's hard to say that one's the most you. But that one's... the most Skell.
Yes,
Hmm.
that is the one that was born, infected and cursed.
Well, it might not be the most Skell then.
I've never thought about it that way.
I don't think you're very infected or cursed. You've done nothing that makes me believe you are.
You haven't known me for a very long time, Visha.
But, the way I see it, there's no other spider, right, in your colony that's infected?
No.
Right. So, you're a lot like an Ardent, I think, in a way. We have a lot of pieces that make us up, that make us who we are. Just like you, but they're not a physical manifestation. But everybody has a flaw. Something.
What is your flaw?
That's a very big question. I guess my mottled spider would be that I did not stand up for myself a long time ago. I'm kind of a pushover.
I don't think you're a pushover. I've seen how you speak to the captain.
I think that's just because he reminds me of someone.
I think it is admirable.
Well, that's how I view that spider of yours. You see? I have a spider, too, that I don't like. I think is infected, cursed. A flaw. But the rest of me is pretty good, I think. Just like you, the rest of your spiders are fine. So I'm let that one define you. Better yet, it's almost comforting maybe to know that even though that one spider is infected, they still have a whole colony that helps them and looks after them. And they are the leader, are they not?
Yes, but it is our nature to congregate.
But don't you get to choose?
Not
Do you?
necessarily. It is Zelacre nature to find and coalesce into a being.
Doesn't that mean they could coalesce without that spider?
If they so choose, they could choose another host, yes.
They haven't.
It is because I keep them fed and safe.
Maybe that's all that matters.
There was a council when I was severely damaged, whether to leave the colony to find a new one. That is what put me in a dark place.
What did they talk about? Did you talk about?
That I was unsalvageable. But your ointment made them feel better. And we decided that it was better to heal and procreate.
I see. So even given the choice, they didn't leave?
No. Not this time.
What would happen if they... Oh, go ahead.
It is a survival mechanic. If we were starving, if we were weakened, they could leave and dissipate and find new Zellicrae to incorporate themselves into.
What would happen to you if they left?
I would cease to be this form. I would just be the single cursed spider.
Well, I don't think that will happen. But even if it did, we could find you another host. Oh, another colony. Whatever form you take, I like them all. And I'm sure the crew does too. Whether you're one spider or a bunch.
Or one Garl or a bunch.
Like that, yeah.
I hope there is nothing out there that would make... It makes me think that if someone used, or not purposefully used, but if there is something out there that could do what Captain Vesh did to the Garls, to me, on a physical.
I don't know what that would be.
Spores, toxins, creserin, poison.
Well, obviously we'd want to save as much of the colony as we could, but if that ever happened, I hope that you would get your head spider, the mottled one. I hope you would find your way to somewhere safe. You could find me. I recognize the spider. You would be safe.
That pleases me.
And then we could find the rest of the colony, if the worst were to happen and it made you disband. At least then you'd have a little help. I don't know how well you'd be able to speak, but, you know, we could find a way to communicate until then.
Thank you for having this conversation.
Of course, you don't have to ask me for conversations. I just like talking to you.
I enjoy talking to you as well, Visha.
Good. Well, do you want to help me clean up?
Yes.
Or do you want to salvage any of these metal pieces? Do you need any more?
I would like to give some of them to Lao.
Good idea. I'm sure he'd love some of these. Okay. We'll find the best pieces then.
She would help you find the best pieces. That's their mission. They're finding best metal pieces for Lao.
The shiniest, the chromest, the polished.
Oh, yeah. The least scratched, you know. They're just the nicest pieces of metal for Lao.
If you guys have
still doing?
scavenge, go ahead and do it. Scavenge plus a relevant edge, and we'll see how successful you are. I guess that kind of applies to everyone. If you all would like to scavenge the Garls.
I could give myself a shot.
I have both iron and teeth. With any teeth is destruction, iron is determination.
I think teeth makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Teeth
we're
or
tearing
sharps,
apart
I
these.
think both make sense here.
Okay.
Ooh, a 2 and a 3.
So we've got
I didn't.
We're not
a
finding any good
disaster with a
pieces.
twist, another disaster, and another disaster.
Damn, disaster crew, let's go.
Well,
Disaster
you're going to get
babies.
something. You're going to get some brittle scrap metal, and I will say you get about a box worth
Okay.
in aggregate for those 3 failures. Man, what
Damn.
could have been? Let me see. And you got a twist, though, so let me think about the twist. Unless someone has a good twist.
I cut. Oh well. I was gonna say I cut myself on the scrap metal maybe, but
If you want to do that to
I
yourself,
can't.
you
I
can't
can't
be cut.
I don't take. I can't be cut. So, not
I
me.
have a good twist actually. You find a small device with a speaker on it that is just blasting static, and every once in a while you feel like you can hear a voice coming through it, but then it just goes back to static. It's a small device that you can hold in your hand, and you find it among some of the desecrated Garls.
Interesting. Do I hear anything? You said I hear just static, or do I hear anything come
You
through
hear
the
a
static
voi-
at any
you
point?
hear like a person's voice every once in a while, but for the most part it's just like white noise.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's very interesting. I'm just hearing a voice on the other end. I'm just intrigued and curious. I bring it back to the ship.
And by the time you all get back to the ship, it's been several hours, and you look at the spirit root, and it is a massive, glorious vessel. And it seems that your shipbuilders have taken some liberties. On the side of the ship, inscribed in some kind of a metal, it looks like gold, but it couldn't possibly be gold. It literally just says the spirit roots, like etched on the side, like on metal on the side. There's a small masthead at the front. It looks like it's actually somewhere between a mantis and an eagle. That sounds weird, but maybe they had some kind of artistic vision in mind there. You'd have to find out. And it is like multi-level now. Like above they have captain's quarters as well as your all quarters, and then in the middle deck they've got all of your crew quarters and a small kitchen. Your rooms have all been kind of like built out to be larger and more comfortable. All of the amenities that you had previously were expanded. You have a room specifically just for your outrider, in addition to having a storage room in the lower decks. It is spacious. You notice that when you get back to the ship, Sprite and Youngblood and Needle and everyone are just kind of claiming rooms of their own, as they haven't had time to build out with furnitures or trappings yet. But they all have a small newly crafted desk and a small newly crafted bed still with sawdust and, that fresh wood smell still on them, just recently finished. And it still feels like home, but it's different. That's what you come back to the spirit root on.
I think this is the first time Vesh has seen this ship like majorly upgraded. And yeah, he would take that in for a bit. He just thinks about how long he's wanted this ship and the journey he's had so far.
As you get back to your ship, almost as if they've been waiting for you, Visha, this person is familiar to you. It is that same woman that you literally ran into in the market, and Lynn, the 9-year-old girl you've been seeing before, come up holding hands together onto the deck of your ship.
Ooh, her mother!
It seems that is who this is.
Oh! I'm sorry I didn't recognize you out in the streets, but I definitely know your child.
Yes, they've been getting into a little bit of trouble recently, haven't they?
Oh, I don't know if I'd call it trouble.
Starting a revolution doesn't qualify as trouble to the mighty Lady Visha. Well, you learned
Not
something.
trouble at all. Mm-mm.
Well, I'm glad that the punch cards found their way to someone useful. We made those some month back, and honestly, I had given up hope about them ever being used.
Well, admittedly, I was just a distraction. It was Izoesco and Vesh who enacted it.
Oh,
Gesture to them.
well, thank you to the two heroes. How did you figure out what they did?
Just a lot of clever deduction and careful study.
The second he says clever, Izuesco's blots just narrow.
He looks over at you and
Kinda
just
like,
gives a little smile at the corner of his lips.
well, the city will certainly be grateful. It'll take some time to recover, a lot of trauma to go around, but getting rid of the Garls is a good start. Wish we were out of
Do
the...
you have defenses in case they return?
Oh, well, they will. Not the Garls, but I'm sure the Onyx fleet is on its way back.
The fleet?
Yes, the fleet.
How big is this fleet?
Oh, well, about 5 vessels when they left here.
So likely more.
Could be. I've heard that Admiral's a nasty one.
Really?
I have first-hand knowledge. Yes.
Yes, if this is the spirit route, I suppose that makes sense. Will you be staying to fight them?
She would look at the others like a.
I would like to.
Vesh will look
She-
at the other
Mhm.
two.
He looks at all of you.
Well,
Yes?
well, we started something here. We got ourselves involved again. So, yeah, I guess we're staying and fighting.
At least this way we'll have, not home advantage, but we can prepare for it. We'll have the land.
We have one ship against a fleet.
Incorrect. You have one ship, one Skell, one Bisha, one Vesh, and one Storm against the Onyx fleet.
Who is Storm?
Skell?
To punctuate her point, you just hear like thunder rumbling from a really it's not close, but it's also not that far away.
It's
And you can tell
Wesker.
that she did it.
Oh, yes. Storm.
And we might have the people of this spit.
Well, we're not a lot of fighters, but some of us know what we're doing.
Clearly, you had
at
some.
that point, when you say the people, Izuesco turns and walks away. Doesn't say a word, just leaves. She's walking very hurriedly, she's not moseying away. It's something. It's almost like she left the oven on. She just starts walking.
Where are you
quickly.
going?
Yeah. I'll follow them.
Okay.
Izoesco. Everything okay? He starts trotting after you.
And the mother will say, well, the name's Yuna. I'll give you back to it. You know where I live, so see you when the fighting starts, unless you need something sooner. I cook a mean salad.
We'll talk about it and coordinate so the city can be ready.
Great to meet you, Lady Visha. I've heard lots of great things about you.
I've heard great things about you too, from your daughter.
She kind of seems taken aback by that at first and then looks down. And you notice that Lynn has been uncharacteristically quiet during this conversation. And then she says, I suppose she did one thing, right? Come on, Lynn. Let's get back home before your father murders us both. And they leave. Yes, back over to you, Sparrow. I had a feeling I knew what you were up to, but yeah.
Just wanted to
Vesh-
confirm it for you.
Yeah, Vesh, you go chasing after Izuesco, who was making a beeline for something.
Okay. He starts to catch. I'm sure he's running quickly. I'll hopefully start to catch up. Izoesco, what's going on?
I have something that needs doing
Right now?
right now.
Can you tell us about it?
If we are to deal with the Onyx fleet, I believe I can teach something to Ollie, and Ollie can teach something to me.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll leave you to that then. You're okay though, right?
Yes. No.
No? What's wrong?
I fear confronting Raisha, confronting people I cared about. I hope that they have found their way off the fleet.
I see. Well, sometimes the people that we care about are put in harm's way or make dangerous choices with their lives. If there's someone that we need to try and protect, you just let us know. There's always space for them here. And now literally
Well,
there is space.
I agree, Captain, but I am unsure how persuasive we can be versus the captain of the Onyx Star mid-battle. If they are on the fleet when they come, I do not believe my presence will be enough to dissuade them.
Well, that's tough to deal with. But we will make the best decision that we can when the time comes. And if there's an opportunity to help the people that you care about, well, you don't even need to ask. Any of us will help.
These people, I am glad we could help them. I did not want to see them under the oppressive boot of the Garls any longer. But if Raisha and the others come to reinstate that, they have taken their side. I must respect it.
All right.
But I think they will have to respect that I will not let it happen willingly.
I think a lot of people are going to have to respect the choices that are being made here.
In
Hopefully
that
we will.
vein, I hope that Ali can teach me the ways of the flame, just as I can teach him control.
Well, that would be very impressive. And if anybody can do it, I'm sure it's you.
The storm that sired me, I aim to impress it, and selfishly, I aim to surpass it. Not for me, but for them. Trav has committed a great number of atrocities since I was thrown overboard. It is now more about stopping him, stopping them for the world, and understanding the reason why. It was, as my father would say, meant to be. I care less now about the why.
It's an interesting way of looking at things. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter that much, does it?
It will not erase what was done. It
No.
He will still answer, but what his reasoning is will hold considerable less sway.
I can't imagine what it'll be like for you to have to face him, face them. I'll be honest, I'm not sure if I could do the same in your shoes.
Facing them, hard. Facing him, no, easy. He has shown what I mean to him. What these people mean to him. Facing down heartlessness like that, not difficult.
And she kind of slows down a bit, trying to remember where she would have seen Ollie last.
So you remember Ollie lives near an orchid, and you remember distinctly he was talking about how he did, and now it will make more sense, controlled burns throughout Harbor to make sure that all of their infrastructure doesn't go up. So you would very quickly track him down. And you see he has a very small house. It's little more than a studio. There's just kind of a small bedroom and kind of a kitchen, living room, family room all in one. Maybe in total like 300 square feet for the entire house. And you actually see him just kind of sitting on the porch looking out over Harbor. And he gives you a small smile as you approach.
Ollie.
Yeah, I'm here.
Captain Vesh. Ollie. Ollie. Captain Vesh.
He kind of stands up straight and like brushes dust and soil off of his shirt and pants. Oh, it's great to meet you, Captain. I've heard such great things about you and your crew. There was an awesome story about the concourse and your mission as a sun scraper. And I even heard recently about Livingstone. Anyway, it's great to meet you.
It's good to meet you as well.
Did you kill all the Garls?
In a sense.
Wow. You just do good everywhere you go. I guess that means you won't need us to fight.
Incorrect.
Oh. Well, why incorrect?
What? Well, there might be more battles ahead. You're going to have to be able to protect yourselves.
I suppose that's true. The wild waves are sometimes a dangerous place. I'm not a sailor, though.
That's okay.
Ollie, we believe the Onyx Star means to return here.
Oh, that's bad. Very bad.
If not,
not
them,
good.
there are others who will threaten the way of life of this place. See it as easy, see it as a treat to rob rather than a place of community.
I'm here. I'm ready. You're here. You're here to train me. I'm ready. I'm ready, Izuesco. You're the greatest tempest in the world, and I'm ready.
That is an honor I have not yet earned, but I appreciate it.
I just have to be careful, the fire and all. But there's water. There's a well nearby, and yeah.
Let us go to it.
And he goes to the well, and I'm guessing for the next bit, you are going to want to train Ollie on control and see if
I think
you can
I
learn
think
how
the
his
first
powers
thing
work.
I think the first thing that she's going to ask him to do is the safest thing, and that is to use his fire in the well, like put his hand in there to see if he can heat the water itself.
Oh, that's interesting. So yeah, upon doing that, he would literally put his hand down, and he has to reach a little bit, but then he would put it in, and you would see it begin to very slowly and only at the top begin to bubble and steam.
What do you feel?
Heat and heat mostly.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
You feel out of control, like you are being pulled along?
No, this is pretty simple. It's you can tell his eyes go up like he's thinking about something he's read or memorized, and he kind of recites. Direct contact is easiest form of expressing power. So, not difficult.
Good start. We will work our way further. Safest. What do you think of when you bring this heat?
Well, for me, and he looks a little at first unsure, but as he keeps talking, he gets more confident. It all started because I realized that, well, to be honest, I always loved fire, and that's not exactly something that people like anywhere in the world these days, but I have a job where I'm supposed to set things on fire. It's like one of the only ways that you get to set things on fire, by burning trees, and I just kept experimenting with fire and finding things that would get super hot, and then eventually I started, and he kind of lets it drop, and then he points at the metal in your arm. Started experimenting. So when I'm doing all this, I feel like I'm helping, like I'm doing a job, like I'm scorching a tree. It's really a form of cultivation for me. I know that's weird, and I'm sorry for rambling, but
No. Stop. Apology rejected. You have said exactly what you needed to. Ollie, when I cast lightning or bring thunder, it is similar. But I used to pull only from anger. Now, I think of kindness, of Skell, the kindest Zelicrae I will ever know, of Captain Vesh, who I cannot compliment much. He will get a big head.
And she there's a little bit of a smile that tells you that it's a joke. It's her attempt at a joke.
But took me on without question as I dangled in the thrash. Of Visha.
And she struggles a second.
The incredible Visha, whom taught me to believe in myself when I no longer wanted to. I think of protecting them not out of anger, but from care. And lastly, I think of myself. A sheltered Ketra who otherwise would be at home with their studies instead of adventuring with this crew. I think of the mistakes I've made no longer as missteps or bad fortune, but a stoned path to where I am now and where I am meant to be.
And they look up into the sky at that last line.
My path may be forged in the storm, yours in flame. We will learn together.
He nods at that and kind of holds out his hand to shake your hand.
She does so with his right hand.
And he takes your hand with his right hand and shakes. Together, yeah. At that moment, you hear bells ringing from the harbor, and those of you still on the ship would hear this as well. And who hear us signaling?
I do.
You know these particular bell sequence, Skell, are for enemy ships on the horizon. And you look and you see 6 ships coming towards you, less than a day away, all of them flying a strange black banner with stars on them. And it seems that the Onyx fleet has decided to come back to claim its capital once again. And you have a little time, but not much, to prepare.
Damn, they were close, huh?
Yeah.
They started coming back the second that Vesh got collared. So several days in the making. And that
Makes
is where we
sense.
will leave off for this session. We will be back again next week
Tuesday.
on next Tuesday. Remember that Blood Money is back on Friday. Remember that the premiere of Minutes to Midnight is happening July 20th. Tell a friend about that one if you're a fan of Blades in the Dark. But until next time, we'll see you all soon. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Good night.
꿀먹게 모퉁이에 baby bird and mama bird 아련히 봤지만 oh baby I loved you better than I 누군가에겐 흥하지 않아 아 끝없이 스스로 재난나 봐 You've got this 다시 털고 일어나 그게 너야 Oh you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're everything you need, yeah 기타를 치며 따르라 노래하는 나의 꿈 그